Hello Leo and welcome to my channel Green Line Goddess Tarot. This is your weekly reading and what have we got? Interesting. We have Venus moving into one of her home signs, Taurus, this week. So that's a really beautiful energy. Venus rules love and money and wants to bring more of that to the world, some abundance, perhaps really sensory, sensual energy, perhaps even a little bit of indulgence. So it may be with these energies that are coming through, we've got the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. It's kind of like, if I can hold these up for you, the Ace of Pentacles is saying you've got an opportunity to be working with your money very differently, as particularly when it comes to money and relationships as well, how you're seeing. Well, I'm getting mostly money for you, Leo. And the thing is that Venus wants to bring in abundance, but it's kind of potentially asking to put in a little bit of effort to move beyond some of the old patterning, because we can see here with the Seven of Swords, there's this fabulous new opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles. This is Poseidon, the god of the ocean, holding these massive pentacles. So a new cycle begins around work, career, money, and you can do things differently. But the Seven of Swords is saying, something that there's a job that needs to be done. That's kind of, the thing that you might be avoiding, putting off, not wanting to have to look at, but there's something that needs to be addressed. It's the job that has to be done that you don't want to have to do. So it may be having to look at your taxes or major debts or, how money's been working, but there's just there's something quite practical that is coming in because we've got this Nine of Pentacles reversed here. So it's like the Ace of Pentacles wants to turn into the Nine of Pentacles, which is this beautiful big sense of, it's very Venusian actually, this big pile of pentacles, something really that you want to enjoy on the earthly realm. And it's saying that something really needs to be addressed here on the financial front, or how money's working for you, so that you can internally get some pleasure out of how it's working for you. And you can, it's sort of like, I'm kind of feeling with the Nine of Pentacles reverse, this is more about your internal pleasure and enjoyment and feeling I'm pretty satisfied and happy. And so, I'm happy with the way that's flowing and working. So we have the Five of Cups here, which can represent that there's been, it can represent loss as well, the Five of Cups. It can feel like there's been some emotions around this whole relationship with money, or around a relationship with somebody that there was an issue with money that comes in. So I feel like, those kind of things are being brought up this week to be looked at. Do you owe somebody money, or did somebody make you feel bad about the way that you work with money? It's all these things that Venus wants to make things easier, but she's kind of saying, I want to make things easier and bring more abundance to your flow of money this week, Leo. But it's a sense that kind of going to have to address something that's been there. So let's see what else is coming in. This Five of Cups, this is it's kind of interesting as well, because some of it is about financial independence and codependence. So, this might be part of what this Seven of Swords is, the job that needs to be done here, because the Nine of Pentacles can be around doing things on your own term, being very financially independent, and just, how that's working for you in your life at this moment in time. So I really feel like Venus is kind of wanting to give you a little bit of make that easier for you in some way, shape or form. The Five of Cups, this is where Eros has left Psyche because somehow the rules of the relationship were broken. She was not supposed to look at his face, and she couldn't help herself because she wanted to see what he looked like. And he woke up at that time. Here we have beautiful Miss Stella coming in for you, Leo. He woke up at that time, and little Miss Leo herself, he woke up and saw that she had done the wrong thing. The rules of the gods were that she was not allowed to look upon his face, and fled and said, we can't do this. You can't do this anymore. You've broken the rules. So It's kind of interesting in terms of, I feel like it may be a sense of having to do things by the book in a way. So that's why I get the boring job of like having to look at taxes or accounting or that sort of stuff that comes through, perhaps addressing inequalities that are within relationships and things like that. We've got the Chariot. Okay, so this is Aries, the god of war, coming in. And he's wanting to leave those storm clouds behind him. You see the storm is wanting to be left behind, and he's got the two horses that he's going to have to rein in. So it may even be that, it could be a little bit like reining in spending, or reining in the way that money has been working in some way, shape or form, or reining in a particular, like has somebody been getting away with something that they shouldn't have within a relationship, as somebody like it's kind of like as somebody been paying all the bills, and it's kind of like, oh, okay, you can pay all the bills kind of thing, but really that's not fair. So it's a sense that some things, like I said, all those things that this wants to bring the energy into one focus and get everybody on the same page. And I do really feel like there's kind of like a relationship involved with this. So this could even be related to resources when it comes to your work as well. It's kind of like, this is taking on the challenge, going into battle, overcoming any kind of obstacle, and kind of bringing things, you're really focusing on this energy. So we've got the Eight of Cups, which is, this is Psyche, kind of feeling hopeless. She's lost her love and has asked the goddess of love, how do I get my love back? And Aphrodite, the goddess of love, has said, you have to go into the underworld and get me a seed from Persephone's pomegranate in the underworld, the queen of the underworld. And this feels like a lost cause, a hopeless case, but Psyche's doing it nonetheless anyway. She descends down into the underworld to kind of take a good look at, what's going on down there, to find even this sense of going into the shadow, the underworld. There's a lot of fertility there. The seeds of the pomegranate represent fertility. And so it really means that by doing this, you are bringing in the seeds of abundance by kind of doing this energy that's been asked of you with the way that money has been working in your life at this moment in time. Maybe it's working really, really well, but it could actually just be that it's, looking at the relationship of, are you really independent? Can you rely more on somebody else, or are you too dependent on somebody else and you want to be stepping into more of your independence with money, and however that works. So the Eight of Cups kind of has this energy of, it feels like a bit of a lost cause, but I'm going to do this anyway. I'm going to do the thing that I'm being asked to do. And ultimately, she does get the seed and she does get her love back. So there's a lot of love and money that's coming in, as you see with Venus coming through. So this can even be related to an old relationship, something that you haven't been able to let go of. That can be coming up with this as well. But either way, there's this deep sense of renewal that wants to come in. But like I said, Venus wants to bring this abundance to you and show you the fertile seeds that lie deep within, that you can bring this beautiful abundance into your world, whether it's to do with love or money, but it's going to require a little bit of effort. So let's pull a card for just an overall energy. So we got Miss Stella's giving everybody the flick. We got Three of Shells, playfulness and bliss. I love this for you, Leo, because this is very inner child. Look at these three beautiful dolphins just swimming around these shells, the things that you have, playfulness and bliss. And they're saying whatever it is, they want you to enjoy. Like, this is pleasure, playfulness, bliss, your inner child. They want you to enjoy the flow, the emotional flow of the people that you love. This could be more than, like, this could be family, this could be children, this could be more than one person, like really good friends or just work friends. This can be pets, but there's this nice sense of celebration and flow emotionally that can come in with this. So it's almost almost like, we do the one thing that's needed here that we know that we need to do that we kind of don't want to do but been putting off when it comes to love and money, whatever needs to be addressed here, and it lets it flow again, and it means you can start enjoying, bringing in the enjoyment, and remember to play, connect to your bliss. So even though you're doing like the hard job here, I think it's going to free you up so that it's kind of like you hard work and then play kind of thing. So, yeah, I think it's one of those things that it could just be in the back of your mind, and it's like been a little stressor. And it is like, if I just address that, knock it on the head, whatever it is, it's just been there, and then I can just let it go and step into something really enjoyable. So that's kind of the energy for the week, Leo. And so like I said, Venus wants to bring the playfulness, the bliss, the pleasure to you, and is probably showing you a very practical way of addressing something so that you can step into that more. So that's it, Leo. Thanks so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love to read your comments. That helps YouTube know that you support the channel. As you know, the algorithm's all changing at the moment with shorts and everything. So I really appreciate your support. And if you're interested in my Patreon community, there's lots of new premium content there, live healings, astrology updates, access to all the extended readings. The link for that is in the description box below as well if you'd like to check that out. So yeah, take care, Leo.